Good morning, everybody. This is Sham, Assistant Professor, Civil Department in Chevrolet Engineering College. Subject Geotechnical Engineering 1, Unit 1. On topic unit weights of compaction and in problems. So, field unit weight of compaction. When the compaction work is progress in field, progressing in the field, knowing whether the specified unit weight has been achieved in useful. The standard procedures for determining the field unit weight of compaction, including three methods used for the field unit weight of compaction. First method is the sand cone method, and second method is rubber balloon method, and next one nuclear method. This is three methods to determine the field unit weight of compaction in solids or soils. The first method is sand cone method. Sand cone method, it is device consists of glass or plastic jar with a metal cone attached at its top. This is the figure field testing field. This is cone shape. This is the taken material is glass or plastic. Here, this portion. This is the metal cone attached in the its top. Here, sand cone method is operated as shown in figure. Is the top is the jar and it is the sand filling in sand on site. This is the valve. It is the cone. It is the metal plate. Here bottom is full filled with the octa sand. It is procedure. Fill the jar with standard sand of known density. Determine the weight of the sand cone. Apparatus with the jar filled with sand. Here weight W and it is indicates. Determine the weight of sand. Fill the cone. It's the weight of W2. Here jar plus sand. Here weight is W1 and only sand weight is W2. Excavate the small hole in the soil and determine the weight of excavated soil. So it is the weight is known W3. Fill the hole with standard sand by inverting the sand cone apparatus over the hole and opening the valve. Here determine the weight of the sand cone apparatus with the remaining sand in the jar, say W4. Here calculate the unit weight of the soil as follows. So weight of the sand to fill hole Ws equal to W1 minus W2 plus W4. Next we find the volume of hole. Volume it is indicated W equal to Ws by gamma d sand. Here gamma d is the dry unit weight of the sand. Next weight of the dry soil Wd equal to W3 by 1 plus W. And dry unit weight gamma d Wd by V. Here Ws is the weight of the soil, Wd is the dry weight of the soil. Next one is the rubber balloon method. In this figure shows test apparatus. This is known as balloon test method. Here top is air release valve, and here is the water, and it is the pump. It is the handle. So fill the cylinder with the water and record its volume V1. Excavate the small hole in the soil and determine the weight of the excavated soil. It is indicated W. Determine the water content in the excavated soil. Use the pump invert in the balloon to fill the hole. Record the volume of water remaining in the cylinder. It is indicated to V2. Here calculate the unit weight of soil as follows. Gamma equal to W by volume V1 minus volume V2. Dry unit weight gamma D equal to gamma divided by 1 plus W. This is the rubber balloon method. Show the figure. Next one is the unit weight. Convection in third method, nuclear method. So this is the nuclear method operators. So nuclear density meter are used for direct determination in compacted unit weights and water content. Therefore, nuclear field density tests are much faster than conventional tests. Nuclear density meter works on the principle of scattering. Soil particles cause radiation to scatter to a detector tube. In amount of scatter is counted. The scatter count rate is inversely proportional to the unit weight of the soil. If water is present in the soil, the hydrogen in water scatters the neutrons, and the amount of scatter is proportional to the water content. So here we find that rate density gamma D equal to gamma W, gamma divided by 1 plus W. Is the nuclear density meter. In this find the unit weight gamma D, gamma by 1 plus W. So we go to the problems next. Write the problem. The unit weight of compacted sand backfill was determined by field measurement to be 1738 kg per cubic meter. The water content and void ratio of the laboratory compacted soil was 10.2 percentage and 60.7 percentage respectively. What was the degree of compaction achieved in field? Assume water content remain constant. Specific gravity G equal to 2.7. So first we write the given data. Here unit weight in field measurement gamma equal to 1738 kg per cubic meter, and water content and water ratio is given. Water content W equal to 10.2 percentage and void ratio equal to 60.7 percentage. And specific gravity G equal 2.7. Here we find out the degree of compaction. So first we find in field gamma D dry density equal to gamma by 1 plus W. Gamma is 1738 divided by 1 plus water content is 10.2 percentage. It converts into value 0.102. So then substitute it in W. 1738 divided by 1 plus 0.102, that is equal to 1577.13 kg per cubic meter. For laboratory sample, water content equal to 10.2 percentage and E is the void ratio 0.607, means 60.7 percentage. We know the lab equal to formula is G plus SC by 1 plus C into gamma W. Here SC equal to WG into SC. Then here take common specific gravity G. Then remaining value is 1 plus W. Divided by 1 plus C into gamma W. Here G is the specific gravity 2.7. 1 plus water content is 10.2 percentage, then converted into points 0.102 divided by 1 plus E value is the void ratio 0.607, multiply input of water is 1000, and then final value is 1851.5 kg per cubic meter. And dry density gamma D we find out in lab. It is the gamma D. So gamma D value gamma divided by 1 plus C. This is the formula. It is find out in gamma D. First point is field. It is a lab. So gamma lab divided by 1 plus W. Here gamma value is taking 1851.5. So substitute in gamma 1851.5 divided by 1 plus water content value is the 0.102, that is equal to 1680.12 kg per cubic meter. It is the dry density. Next we find out the degree of compaction. Here degree of compaction equal to gamma D in field, means dry density in field, gamma D in lab, dry density in lab, multiply with 100. So first one is the gamma D in field 1577.13. It is the gamma D in field, and gamma D in lab 1680. So both values substitute gamma D field and gamma D lab, multiply with 100, that is equal to 93.87 percentage. It is the degree of compaction. Next we go to second problem. Soil has been compacted in embankment at a bulk density of 2.15 gram per cubic centimeters and the water content of 12 percentage. The specific gravity of soil solids is 2.7. The water table is well below the foundation level. Here estimate the void ratio and dry density and degree of saturation and air content of the compacted soil. So this is the problem we find out in wide ratio, dry density, degree of saturation, and air content. Here we find out four contents. In given data is here bulk density 2.15 and water content is 12 percentage and specific gravity is 2.7. So here bulk density first given data bulk density rho equal 2.15 gram per cubic centimeters and water content W equal to 12 percentage or 0.12 and specific gravity G is 2.7. So first one find out the wide ratio using this formula rho equal to G into 1 plus W by 1 plus C into rho W. Here rho value is the bulk density 2.1 and G is the specific gravity 2.7. Water content is 0.12 and rho W water unit weight of water is 1000 equal to 1. Then here find out the wide ratio E 1 plus E equal 2.7 into 1 plus 0.12 divided by 2.15 rho value. Then finally E equal to 0.406. This is the wide ratio. Next one dry density. Dry density is indicated to rho T equal to rho divided by 1 plus W. Rho is the 2.15 gram per cubic centimeters. Substitute and divide by 1 plus water content is the 0.12. Then finally dry density rho T equal to 1.92 gram per centimeter cube. Next one we find out degree of saturation. Third one is so you find out S using formula S equal to WG. Here S equal to WG by E. We know the water content and specific gravity and is void ratio. So water content is 0.12 and specific gravity is 2.7 and void ratio is find out in 0.406. Then three values substitute in equation and finally 0.798 or 79.8 percentage. It is the degree of saturation. Next one is the air content. Air content equal to volume of air divided. Here volume of air, volume of whites minus volume of water divided by volume of whites equal to 1 minus S, that equal to 1 minus S file is the saturation 0.798 substitute, then finally 0.202 or 20.2 percentage. It is the air content. Next problem. During a compaction test, A soil attains the maximum dry unit weight of 18.6 kilonewton per cubic meter at water content of 15 percentage and specific gravity of soil is 2.7. Determine the degree of saturation, air content, the maximum dry unit weight. What would be the maximum theoretical dry density corresponding at zero air weights at optimum water content? So we write the given data. Here maximum dry unit weight is 18.6. Rhodium maximum equal to 18.6 kilonewton per cubic meter. And OMC. OMC means optimum moisture content. W equal 15 percentage or 0.15. Next, using gamma D formula, G into gamma W by 1 plus E. Here E equal to WG by S. Then finally, substituted values. Gamma D is the dry unit weight maximum 18.6, specific gravity 2.7, and unit weight of the water 9.81. 1 plus water content 0.15 and specific gravity 2.7 divided by S. One plus 0.405 divided by S equal to 1.424. Then finally S equal to 0.955 or 95.5 percentage. Next one, we find out the air content. VA by V, volume of air by divided by total volume equal to 1 minus S. Here S is the saturation value is 0.955. Then 1 minus 0.955. Then finally air content is 0.045 or 4.5 percentage. Next we find out the dry unit weight means soil completely saturated. So S equal to 1 at OMC of 15 percentage. The theoretical maximum dry density will occur when air voids reduce to zero, that is soil is completely saturated, then S equal to 1. So gamma D maximum equal to G into gamma W divided by 1 plus W into G divided by S. Here G is the specific gravity 2.7 and unit weight of water is 9.81. 1 plus water content is 15 percentage means 0.15 and specific gravity 2.7 divided by S is it is completely saturated, then S equal to 1. Equal to 18.85 kilonewton per cubic meter. It is the dry density maximum. So here, when soil is completely saturated, then air voids is reduced to zero. So then we find out maximum dry density, gamma D maximum equal to 18.85 kilonewton per cubic meter. Next problem, write the problem. The in situ void ratio of granular soil deposit is 0.59. The void ratios in loosest and densest state were found to be 0.81 and 0.37 respectively. Determine the relative density and relative compaction of the soil deposit. G equal to 2.7. Here G means the specific gravity. So next, let's write the given data. Here, give the void ratio. Void ratio is indicated E. So E equal to 0.59. Next, here void ratios is given two states. One is the loosest state and densest state. Here, loosest means E maximum and densest state is E minimum. So E maximum equal to 0.81 and E minimum equal to 0.37. Next, we find out the relative density ID. So relative density ID formula ID equal to E max minus E divided by E max minus E minimum. Multiply with 100%. Then substitute all void ratios. Then come to relative density value. So ID equal to E maximum value is the 0.81 means loosest state minus C value is the 0.59. It is the void ratio divided by E max minus E minimum. E max value is the 0.81 minus E minimum value is the 0.37 into 100. That is equal to 50 percentage. It is the relative density ID equal to 50 percentage. Next, we find out the dry density gamma D maximum. So E equal to gamma D equal to G into gamma W by 1 plus C. So here relative density determined. Here density compaction of the soil So soil is dense, state is densest. So here taken densest wide ratio. So densest means E minimum. So here taking E minimum. So G into gamma W by 1 plus C minimum. G is the specific gravity 2.7 multiply gamma W 9.81 divided by 1 plus 0.37 equal to 19.33 kilonewton per cubic meter. It is the relative density gamma T maximum. Next one gamma T in C2 GW by 1 plus C. In C2 is the wide ratio. Here 0.59. So gamma W into G divided by 1 plus E. It is the wide ratio. So G value is the 2.7 multiply with gamma W 9.81 divided by 1 plus 0.59. It is the wide ratio in C2. It is equal to 16.65 kilonewton per cubic meter. It is the dry density in situ. Next, we find out the relative compaction. Relative compaction equal to gamma D by in situ divided by gamma D in maximum equal to 16.65 divided by 19.33 into 100 equal to 86.13. It is the relative compaction. So here find out the here in situ wide ratio and dry density means in situ dry density and compaction dry density we find out. Then after find out we find the relative compaction. So relative compaction is formula dry density in situ, dry density in maximum. So finally relative compaction is 86.13%. Okay, thank you. Any doubt?